Welcome back to the wild world of travel. We have been looking at how to retire in Puglia, Italy for cheap. We have several videos that we have recently made that go over why those thinking about retiring in Italy might want to look at Puglia. In this Retire in Italy for Cheap video, we will discover Polignano and Mare. Polignano is located in southern Italy in the region of Puglia. It sits along the Adriatic coast, about 22 miles south of Bari, the regional capital. Nestled between Monopoli and Comparrison, Polignano and Mare is easily accessible and serves as a gateway to Puglia's stunning coastline and charming inland villages. Its location makes it an ideal base for exploring both the sea and the countryside. There are also some incredible day trips nearby. Just 45 minutes away is Alberobello, a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its trulli houses, unique cone-shaped stone dwellings. It's like stepping into a fairy tale. Closer to home is Monopoli, a charming coastal town with a vibrant harbour and historic churches. And for something truly spectacular, visit the Castellana Caves, an underground world of stalactites and stalagmites. Polignano and Mare is a gem on Italy's Adriatic coast. With its stunning cliffs, historic charm, and affordable lifestyle, this could be the perfect place for retirees looking for beauty, culture, and tranquility. Polignano and Mare is one of the 7% income tax towns in Puglia and offers an affordable, beautiful, and serene lifestyle for retirees. Whether you're strolling its historic streets, relaxing by the sea, or exploring nearby wonders, this town is a true slice of paradise. Could Polignano be your dream retire for cheap in Italy destination? Let's explore why this little town in Puglia is worth your consideration. Polignano and Mare dates back to the 4th century BC when it was a Greek settlement. Its strategic coastal location made it a vital trading post during the Roman Empire. The historic centre is filled with narrow streets and ancient churches, offering glimpses into its storied past. Polignano's historic centre has narrow cobblestone streets wind through whitewashed buildings adorned with flowers. Imagine spending your afternoon strolling through these charming alleys, discovering timeless shops and enjoying a cappuccino at a cozy cafe. Polignano's most iconic spot is Lama Monachile, also known as Calaporto. This pebble beach, framed by towering cliffs, is a peaceful retreat. Whether you enjoy sunbathing, swimming in crystal clear waters, or just taking in the view, this beach has something for everyone. Visiting Grotta Palazzesi is an unforgettable experience. This world-famous restaurant is carved into the cliffs of Polignano and Mare, offering breathtaking views of the Adriatic Sea. Dining here feels like stepping into a dream, with the natural cave walls, soft lighting, and waves gently lapping below. The menu features exquisite Italian and seafood dishes, beautifully complementing the setting. The Roman Bridge is a historic landmark in Polignano and Mare that offers stunning views of the town's iconic Lama Monachile beach. Built during the Bourbon period, the bridge is a testament to the town's rich history and architectural heritage. Walking across the bridge, visitors can admire the dramatic cliffs and crystal clear waters below, making it a perfect spot for photos or simply taking in the beauty of Polignano. One of the joys of retiring in Italy is, of course, the food. And don't forget to try the gelato. It's said to be some of the best in Italy. Pescaria is rated 4.3 on Google and expect to pay 10 to 20 euros. The different seafood sandwiches are very good. The fried octopus panini is a new one for me. However, it can be crowded and there are some complaints about the wait. La Locanda is rated 4.5 on Google. This is a charming restaurant with rustic chic decor, offering a seasonal menu of seafood and pasta dishes. The staff will show you the catch of the day. There is a small street-side terrace. The staff, food and prices all get high marks. Antica Trattoria is rated 4.5 on Google and expect to pay 20 to 30 euros. They offer absolutely delicious traditional food, super friendly service, and a nice atmosphere. This place can get busy and reservations are recommended. This is a family-run restaurant. Maladia is rated 4.6 on Google and expect to pay 10 to 20 euros. It's a cool little bar with sea views. Food gets solid reviews as well. Polignano is part of Italy's program for retirees from abroad, offering a flat 7% income tax for up to 10 years. This incentive provides a particularly attractive option for pensioners seeking financial advantages in a sunny and relaxed environment. There are several 7% income tax regions in southern Italy. Puglia is one of these regions. This is a big opportunity because taxes in Italy normally are between 23 and 43%. To get the 7% income tax in Puglia, you must live in a town of less than 20,000 people. Polignano is one of those towns. There are also income requirements to qualify for the 7% income tax in Puglia. You must have passive income or retirement income of at least 31,000 euros or 34,000 US dollars for a single applicant and 38,000 euros or 42,000 US dollars for a couple. Our first retire for cheap in Puglia property is 900 square feet and is going for 650 euros per month. This is a detached house on 2 levels plus a terrace. It is completely furnished with 2 bedrooms in which, unfortunately, we just have pictures of the beds. There are 2 bathrooms that also don't have great pictures, but from what I can see, they both look nice. We find a living room that looks unique to me with a brick ceiling and a kitchen in which the cabinets and appliances look fairly modern. We can see from the map that the property is very central, 150 metres from the sea and 400 metres from the central station. From looking at the street view, we can see that it is located right on the main pedestrian street of the town, which is full of delightful bars, shops and restaurants. Our second retire for cheap in Puglia property is 1,000 euros per month and 1,100 square feet. This spacious property on the second floor welcomes you with a bright living room and a kitchenette, both overlooking a balcony. The hallway leads to a master bedroom, which looks quite comfortable. There is also a smaller bedroom with 2 single beds. We can see from the map that the location is a short walk from the centre and the sea. In the area, you will have schools, pharmacies, supermarkets, and public transport. A third property is slightly outside the town and would probably require a car and an Italian driver's license. This place is 600 square feet and 600 per month. It's a villa with a garden and hydro massage tub. There is a double bedroom that looks cozy and pretty modern. There is a living room with 2 double sofa beds. There is a bathroom that appears to have a washing machine in it. And this Italian property has a kitchen with a door that leads to the outside patio. As we can see from the map, this location is a few kilometres away from the centre of the city and the beautiful beaches. The street view gives you an interesting sense of what is around you. And if you're thinking of buying rather than renting, here is one for 195,000 that is 750 square feet. It seems that this is about the price in which buying properties starts to look fairly nice in Polignano. There are certainly cheaper options, but they would require work. There are also cheaper retiree in Puglia for cheap options elsewhere that we have looked at in previous videos. However, there are fewer rental options in Polignano than in some of the other areas we have looked at. And many of the rental options that do exist are short-term. So buying might be something that you want to consider. If you really like Polignano, I would do a short-term rental first. This one is in a similar location as the first 2 properties we looked at. We have seen the cost of living play out very similarly in most of our videos. Given these apartments are in the 600 to 1,000 per month range, we can safely assume that we are in the 1,500 to 1,900 per month range if you rely on public transportation. If we were projecting 2,000 per month in after-tax income, that would likely be a reasonable projection. So let's see if we can find out what you need in your 401k to make this happen. If you happen to have the necessary pension income, that's great. But increasingly, people will have their retirement income wrapped up in a 401k or an IRA, or a combination of the two. For those with 401k or IRA income only, meaning the 7% income tax will not apply to your situation, I think we will find that you need 40,000 per year in US dollars to make this work out numbers-wise. Let's take a look. In Italy, income tax is progressive, meaning the tax rate increases as income rises. For an annual income of 40,000, the applicable tax rate is roughly 35%. This means that your 40,000 will result in 14,000 of income taxes per year. This gets you down to 26,000 per year. And then we need to convert euros to US dollars, and 26,000 euros currently is worth about $24,900. So with that, we would get to roughly 2,000 per month in after-tax income. So how much do you need in your 401k to get this to work? Please note that is very generalized information, and anyone should talk to an investment advisor as well. We need to make some assumptions, and I am going to provide a few examples given these assumptions. The assumptions are that inflation will increase 3% per year. There will be a 5% return per year, and you will need to withdraw 40,000 per year. If you have 500,000 in your 401k, then your account will run out in approximately 14 years. If you have $1 million in your 401k, then your account will run out in about 36 years, which sounds a little better. If you invest $8,000 a year for 20 years, you can roughly expect an IRA to be worth $300,000. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 26 years would get you to the $500,000. $8,000 is more than you can currently contribute to a Roth IRA, but the number consistently goes up, and if you are thinking into the future, then it likely you could get to that average. For 2024, the maximum contribution limit for individuals age 50 and over is $8,000. This is an extra $1,000 catch-up contribution allowed for those 50 and older, as the normal limit is $7,000. Additionally, if you put $100 into a 401k every month and your employer matches this $100, then it should take approximately 22 years to get to $500,000. The assumptions I have made here are that the average annual return is 5% and that there is monthly compounding since you're contributing monthly. As we go back to the $40,000 per year in income, let's look at the United States for a second. For an individual in the US with an income of $40,000, the tax calculation begins with applying the standard deduction, which is $27,700 in 2024. This leaves a taxable income of $12,300. Federal taxes are calculated using the progressive tax brackets, where the first $22,000 is taxed at 10%, resulting in total federal taxes of approximately $2,200. For most states, tax rates range from 2% to 6% depending on income, likely adding somewhere between $800 to $2,400 in state taxes. Altogether, the total tax burden would be somewhere around $4,000 if we pick the midpoint. This is $36,000 per year or $3,000 per month in after-tax income. At first glance, it seems that this person should definitely live in the US. Their monthly after-tax income is basically $3,000 in the US, while it is just slightly above $2,000 in Polignano. To break even, Polignano or Mare needs to save this person $12,000 per year. Can it do this? The first apartment was €650 per month and is 100 meters from the sea. You can't rent anything in the US for this price. If you're in the suburbs, you are likely looking at least at $1,500 a month to rent. And I've never been to a suburb in the US that is 100 meters from the sea. €650 is about $675, which is $8,100 per year in rent. In America, the $1,500 per month in rent equates to $18,000 per year. So you are paying $10,000 more per year in rent in the United States. If relying on public transportation, which is realistic in the first two properties, you will pay much less than you will in most locations in the US. Expect to pay €10 a month in Italy. The average cost of insurance, gas, and repairs per month in the United States is about $300 per month, or $3,600 per year. With rent and transportation, you have already saved more than the necessary $12,000. Health insurance and food are also cheaper in all of Puglia. Obviously, anyone would rather pay the 7% tax. But even if paying regular Italian taxes, your quality of life will be better in Polignano than in most places in the US on $40,000 per year. Thank you for taking this trip with us as we have explored a new place that you could retire for cheap in Puglia. Let us know which property is your favorite in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss more of our Italy travel guide based videos. Safe travels, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.